Tell us more then about the Islamic State group in Afghanistan, its influence there.
Yes, actually, the Islamic State in Afghanistan is having presence there since June 2016. So just after the day, the 26th of June, when the Caliphate was declared, they declared their presence there, and it was with two prominent leaders, Abdurrauf Khadim, which is a former Guantanamo detainee, and he was sort of number two in the military of Taliban. So he joined the Islamic State at the time. And also Hafiz Sayyid Khan, who had a real local influence. Both of them were killed in 2015-2016 by drone, but they succeeded to push some of the Taliban, some of the TTP, the Pakistani Taliban, and some of the Uzbek Islamic Party active in Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Tajikistan to form this group, which is mostly from 2,000 between 2,000 or 3,000 fighters, which is very important. They first began attacking the army and the police in Afghanistan as late as 2015, and then they first their big terrorist attack in Kabul late June 2016, when they attacked the Nepali forces who were protecting the U.S. embassy, and then they made two attacks against the Hazara community, the Shia Hazara community, which is active also in Syria, and this is why they attacked them. And then they attacked, of course, the military hospital of Kabul, and they also attacked a U.S. convoy lately in Kabul. And this attack in Jalalabad is a first. And by targeting, of course, the TV and the radio station, they aim to kill a journalist and also a policeman. And they made a second claim minutes ago, saying that they conducted the attack with two motorbikes with explosives on them. They detonated them, and then they went into the building with two kamikaze who killed more than 30 people, as ISIS is saying.
Is it now over, as far as you know?
As far as I know, it is over, but the Afghan government said there were 4 attackers, and now the Islamic State is saying that the attackers were 2, and they gave their names.
Okay. So is the Islamic State group in Afghanistan now surpassing the Taliban when it comes to being the #1 security threat to security forces and civilians?
It's a real security threat for the country, and it's a real security threat for foreign forces active in Afghanistan, because we talk a lot about Iraq and Syria, but we have to know that the highest number of casualties for the U.S. Army, for example, is in Afghanistan, facing the Islamic State. We're not talking about the Taliban. And today, the Taliban, since the last few months, they conducted a huge military campaign to take over many provinces and to reactivate their forces in many provinces, which they succeeded. But we should know also that even though the Islamic State group is very present in the province of Nangarhar, south of Jalalabad, at the Pakistani border, he is in an open fight with the Taliban. So the Taliban are fighting them since day one, trying to kill this project because they think that it is not good for them. They are even talking to the Russians in order to fight ISIS. And here we see on the map all the gray areas are the areas where the Taliban are active. The pink is Islamic State, and the other color, the orange, is where both are active. So we see that today, after more than 15 years of war in Afghanistan, jihadi groups, either Taliban or today Islamic State, are gaining power. To end about the relation between the Taliban and the Islamic State considers the Taliban as apostates, which is the worst qualification in Islam for someone, and the fight is open between them. And even the Islamic State fighters are committing assassinations, as far as in Pakistan, against Taliban leaders. And a few days ago, they also attacked the convoy of the Vice President of the Shura, or the Senate, the Pakistani Senate in Pakistan. So they are acting on both sides of the border. That's the story to follow very, very closely.
All right. Well, thank you very much indeed for shedding some more light on this, Wasim Nasser.